Good afternoon. We are the math department at Decatur High School, and it is our task today to present to you the flipped classroom. What is a flipped classroom? The flipped classroom is a pedagogical model in which the typical lecture and homework elements of a course are reversed. How does it work? The term is widely used to describe almost any class structure that provides pre-recorded lectures followed by in-class exercises. Who's doing it? A growing number of high schools and their individual faculty have begun using the flipped model in their courses. How does this meet our goals at DISD? Why is it significant? Devoting class time to application of concepts might give instructors a better opportunity to detect errors in thinking. What are the downsides? Well, a flipped classroom often requires careful preparation. Where is it going? New tools may emerge to support the out-of-class portion of the curriculum. And what are the implications for teaching and learning? The flipped model puts more of the responsibility for learning on the shoulders of students while giving them greater impetus to experiment.
Good morning, Algebra 1 kiddos. I hope you all watched the video last night I put out on the internet about solving multi-step equations. Who all watched it? What about you? Oh, Stan, did you watch it?
Yes, I watched.
Awesome. Did you have a chance to take just a few notes?
I didn't take any few notes, but I did some of the work.
Good, good. Get that piece of paper out there. You're going to get to use it in just a minute. William, what about you, Mr. Gilbert?
Mr. Overly, I watched that video and it was a really good video, but I had some questions, but I forgot to take notes.
You forgot to take notes. That's okay. I bet you just memorized everything and you understood it so well you didn't need to take notes, right?
That's right.
Oh, there you go. There you go. And what about you, Tanya? Did you get a chance to watch it? Okay, that's okay. Can you get your earphones out? Because I'm going to have you watch the video here while some of these other students that did watch it will start doing some work, okay? And super, kiddos. Now, for those who did watch it, get your notes out or get the practice problems out and get a little piece of paper out here. And I've got two simple questions for you, and you're going to get a great bonus grade for answering these very two basic questions, okay?
Our second strategy that we wanted to look at was problem-based learning. And problem-based learning is more like a traditional type of learning. With PBL, the teacher presents the students with a problem, not lectures or assignments or exercises. Since the students are not handed content, your learning becomes an activity in the sense that you discover and work with content that you determine to be necessary to solve a certain problem. In PBL, the teacher acts as a facilitator and a mentor, just like we're trying to do in a lot of other areas, rather than the source of the solutions. The major bullets or the steps that we can talk about in problem-based learning are, number one, examine and try out what you know. Two, discover what you need to learn. Next, develop your people skills for achieving higher performance in teams. In other words, you've got to work together as teams and collaborate with each other. Fourth, improve your communication skills. You've got to be able to talk to each other in teams so that you know what you're talking about and everybody understands what's happening. Fifth, state and defend positions that you may have with the evidence and the sound argument that you've developed. Six, become flexible in processing information and meeting the obligations of the problem statement. And last, practice the skills you will need after your education by going ahead and taking that problem and making it into a project or something like that. A good summary is a simplified model as more detailed models are referenced below. Steps can be repeated. You get to explore the issues. You get to list what you know. A lot of times you can extend this into developing a project, combining with other co-curricular subjects such as marketing, such as video presentation, putting together an actual plan, and actually solving a problem for a business or something.
All right, today we are going to take a look at doing something here together. So the first thing that I need you to do is to get into groups of three.
How many?
Groups of three. Once you got into your group, if you'll notice, there are a group of three. If we have extras, we'll get a group of four. Now, if you will notice, on both sides of the room, there are boxes, and in those boxes are tennis balls, and the tennis balls fill up the box. Your job for today, I want you to do three things. in your group, and you may know some of this stuff, you may have to go out and discover some of the information that you need to know on your own. But here's what you as a group have got to do. You've got to determine how many tennis balls it's going to take to fill up this entire classroom. That's part one. So you determine, estimate the number of tennis balls that are going to fill up this classroom. The second thing that you need to know, or let me know, is I want to know, do you think your estimate is going to be too low, or do you think your estimate is going to be too high? And tell me why that you think that. And then the third thing I want you to do is I want you to take that estimate and I want you to create for me an upper bound and a lower bound for the number of tennis balls that you think would fill up this classroom. Does anyone have any questions for that today?
What do you mean by bound?
Upper limit, lower
Oh, okay.
limit. How many tennis balls, max, men, to fill up the room? Any other questions? All right, y'all get started.